Food is digested inside you. The cooking must happen within your home. When cooking happens on the road, the qualities of the road will get into you. Namaskar, they call me Vijay Sridhara and I'm once again back with one more episode in my podcast Life Insights. But this time, I'm going to talk about subtle qualities of food, which are very important. I've heard a couple of stories during my childhood. Whether or not they are authentic, in my experience, they work. So we need to understand, food is not just fuel to the body, food is also a quality carrier within us. Food has three qualities Ayurveda asserts: Sattvic, Tamasic, Rajas. Sattvic food makes your mind very calm. Rajasic food makes you active, your mind and body active. Tamasic food, it pushes you into deviant ways. It will make you angry, it will make you resentful. All of these qualities will come in tamasic food. In one of those stories, there is a upasak in very remote village in ancient India. Upasak means an ardent worshipper. Worship is only just one word, but there are multiple ways in Sanskrit to become a upasak. One of those ways is called tapa. Without even bothering about your food and water, when you do tapa, after a certain practice, one becomes upasak. There is a deity for upasak, and these upasaks are very much revered in the society because they are not only very integrated human beings, very truthful, very honest, very brief spoken, they are very intense, but at the same time, they carry certain aura around themselves. If they utter certain thing, it may happen. So they have those kind of powers. Now this upasak in one of those remote villages of India was very much revered and everybody used to seek his blessings. He was not bothered about all of that. He was always doing his practice. He was a well-wisher of mankind. And then the landlord of the village happens to be his good old childhood friend. So on a certain day, landlord invites the upasak over a dinner. Usually upasaks don't eat outside. They carry their own food or they eat at home or they will fast when they go out. Mostly they do not even drink water outside. So that's how they live. They carry a bag along with them with all the ritual elements in it. So this upasak, because the landlord happens to be his childhood friend, he could not say no. So he goes for the dinner. On the evening of dinner, when the upasak arrives at landlord's house, the upasak is welcomed by the landlord, a grand welcome is given to him, and the upasak goes into the dining room. The dining table is so well decorated with lot of silver cutlery, shining silver cutlery, and wonderful dishes and delicacies with amazing aroma emanating from them. The upasak feels comfortable. Both of them sit on the opposite sides of the dining table. While the cook served them all the delicacies with utmost respect, they enjoy their dinner, chatting about their good old times. Once the dinner is over, the landlord seeks the upasak's blessings and sees him off with all the due respect that needs to be given. Upasak reaches home, only to find his bag has one silver spoon stolen from the landlord's house. The upasak himself was taken aback. He has lived a life of integrity. He never cared for any material in the world. Now, for the first time in his life, he has stolen one silver spoon from landlord's house. How is this possible? He thinks for a minute and walks back with that spoon to the landlord's house. He knocks on the landlord's door. Landlord opens, gets surprised by looking at the upasak. The landlord inquires, "What happened? Why are you back? What happened? How can I be of help to you?" The upasak says, "There is one problem. I want to talk to your cook," he says. The landlord was surprised again. "Why do you want to talk to my cook? What happened? Was there any food poisoning that happened?" The upasak says, "No, it is not that, but just call the cook outside." The landlord obeys the upasak and calls the cook outside. The upasak inquires, what was the cook doing before he came into this job? The cook hesitatingly replies that he was cook elsewhere. Even before that, the Upasak asks him. The cook becomes a little troubled with fear and asks if any mistake was done by him. The Upasak says, "No, it was not your mistake, it was my mistake. I stole a spoon from landlord's house. This should not have happened. I just want to confirm what kind of samskars have flown into me." Now the landlord understands the problem and threatens the cook. If he doesn't reveal, he will be fired from the job. The cook gets scared and reveals the truth that he was a thief in one of the surrounding kingdoms, but now he has transformed himself and he lives a respectful life in his community. And he pleads with the landlord not to fire him. The Upasak says not to fire him because he has transformed. Now that he lives a very good life, he should not be fired. But the problem is sorted out. He is sensitive to these kind of samskars, so that's why he doesn't eat anywhere outside. So he gives the spoon back and goes home. So it is very important for a person who is so much sensitive in his life. These kind of samskars have easily flown. We are not that sensitive in life, but at the same time, every time we consume food cooked and served by somebody who has lot of negative qualities in them, will only slow poison us. It may not be immediately manifested, just like in Upasak's case, but the manifestation in our life may take time. When it actually manifests in our life, we will be surprised why is it happening. And we will not have any clue because historically a lot of time has elapsed. When it comes to slow poisoning, we need to understand there is another story in ancient India. When the kings could not defeat other kings, it's a usual practice that when there is a child in their homes, a girl child, they used to feed the girl child with 1/100th of snake venom, week on week. If we take snake venom, a drop of snake venom, it will kill us immediately. But a very negligible amount of snake venom, a drop that sticks to the needle tip, if that much of snake venom is induced into the child, slowly after some time, after years, the child itself or the princess, when she grows up, itself becomes poisonous. They used to send this poisonous lady into others' homes so that she could conveniently kill or damage or paralyze the other party, the other king or prince or whoever it is, their enemy. They have thought of their enemy. So it is a slow poison. It doesn't create immediate effect when the child is consuming the poison, but it creates a long-term effect. It is very important for us when we consume food outside. It is a slow poison for us because we don't know what kind of food they are cooking, what kind of ingredients they are using, and whether it was leftovers from yesterday or day before yesterday, what kind of fats and oils they are using, and what kind of qualities that they are having. So when all of this put together, it becomes a slow poison for us. Maybe there are very good restaurants, maybe there are very good cooks, but how will you identify them? You cannot. So it is very important for us to stick to our homemade food and respect the people who make the food for you, because it is such a wonderful job. Cooking itself is an art. Cooking itself is a science. Cooking itself is a technology. With beautiful texture and aroma is a science by itself. So this is the message I wanted to give, that whatever you are eating, please respect it. When you respect, if there are any negative qualities in the food, you can neutralize some of them. If you are sensitive enough, you will be able to understand whether the food is good or bad. If you are not able to understand, your body will tell you immediately whether the food is good or bad. If it is not able to tell you immediately, after some time, your body and mind will definitely tell you whether the food is good or bad. It is about how much sensitive is your body and mind to the food that matters a lot. How to bring that sensitivity, that's a different topic altogether. But it is important that it is just a matter of time. Food's quality will be manifested in you, in your actions, in your mind, in your thoughts, sooner or later. So do consume right food, do consume home food. So this is the message I wanted to bring you this week, that food can be poison or it can be a boon for you. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. This is Vijay Sridhara signing off.